I've been wanting to share more about junk journaling since I've been really enjoying this new hobby. It's like planning and journaling and scrapbooking all in one, and also a little bit like quilting. But basically, you just take any materials, papers, photos. I use my own photos a lot, ribbons, lace, fabric. I'm using vinyl decals in this one that I'm showing right now with Beatles lyrics. That's a scrap of wallpaper that has a really cool texture. Just anything that you can put together and make it represent something that's meaningful to you. So, for example, in this one, that's some of my dad's handwriting, and then the Beatles lyrics and photos of greenery and gardens. Those are things that remind me of my dad. So I put them all together. And I just love when I have a little memory or a thought that I want to jot down, I have this micro as a specific place to go about him. So to me, it's just a really cool thing to do. So this one is a little more sentimental, but they don't have to be sentimental. You could also just use it to express different parts of yourself or to explore things that you're interested in. That was kind of my vision when I started collecting micros for these projects. I just wanted to show and explore different things that interested me. So this idea that I'm doing today came from a magazine I get in the mail every month. It's called Real Simple, a really popular magazine. But it had this pretty page with a guided meditation on it. And then the article had suggestions sent in from other readers that had ways that they like to relax. And as I was reading through them, I was getting images in my mind like, oh wow, I could illustrate that somehow or use scrapbook supplies to make something that represents that. So I thought it'd be cool to do a micro with a whole bunch of relaxation and meditation excerpts. So here's what I have so far in this one, and then I'm going to show you how I will add this in. So this pretty sparkly blue leather, oh my gosh, I fell in love with it. It's from Nea Papery. She showed it on Instagram and I messaged her like, I need a micro in this, please. She's so awesome about custom. So she made this, and I already had some scraps in here from MK Maz Designs on Etsy, and I have another package from her shop that I'll be using today. I have some vellum. I have some notebooks in here from Rockin' Your Notebook. I love the paper that she uses. They're perfect for junk journaling. So the first thing I'm going to do is take out the pages that I'm going to use. So I took out the meditation that caught my eye and matched the micro so well, and then all the pages with the excerpts from other people so I can cut them out individually. And I also spotted this section in a magazine that had different scents and how you can combine them, and it had really cool botanical illustrations. So I'm going to pull those out too and just put them aside so I don't forget about it, because I really would like to do another micro with something like that sort of theme. So I'm just going to put that aside for later and then work on this one for now. And before I get started on those pages, I'm just going to show you something else that I made using pages from Real Simple. It's just a really good magazine for this kind of creativity. But they had these color swatches in there, so I used those in a bunch of my micros. And then I loved this article on how to pick a certain type of wine that you would like. And I actually used the advice in the article, and I was able to find a new one. So the theme in this one, I just have like French vocab cards and wine suggestions or thoughts and things that I liked. I have some recipes in there. So that's just sort of my entertaining girly micro. I don't even know what to call it. But this one, I just want to have a very calming vibe. So of course, water, beach, that always works. This notebook that I'm using is from Rockin' Your Notebook, and at first I thought I would cut this out, but then I decided to fold it so I could unfold it and see the whole picture, because the picture is a big part of that guided meditation. So I didn't want to cut it up. So instead I'm just folding it in a way that will allow me to stick it into the elastic right with the notebook, but I'm not going to attach it any other way. and I want it to stick out a little bit. That's something I love about junk journaling, because in my everyday planning I use rings and I do not like it to be chunky, and I don't like things to stick out, but I'm the complete opposite with traveler's notebooks. I like it to be really fat and have odd edges and interesting things to look at. So the next thing I'm going to do is go through these pages and cut out or tear up everything. So I've done that now, and I put them in this little cup, and I thought I would just pick one to work on today. I really liked this one because I used to have my cooking playlist that I always had on in the kitchen whenever I would cook dinner, and I have really slipped into some bad habits as far as eating and not cooking at home very much and getting takeout, and then when I do cook, I've been putting on like reality TV instead of music. And I just thought, hey, if I take some time to find some new songs, French cooking music sounds really nice. So I'm going to do this today and then use my playlist tonight. So I'll make sure I include the playlist in the description box below too. So my favorite thing to do with junk journaling is to just start layering. I like to keep my tools that I use in this little pouch from Charmed and Poised. I love this pouch, it's really soft. But I have an adhesive runner here. I'm just going to use that to put this ripped corner of a music sheet onto, kind of catty-cornered onto this page so it goes over the edges a little bit. And then I realized I did not like this on the side that way, so I'm putting it horizontally, and I'm just going to staple it in there. And I wanted to be able to read it, so I glued the other part down too. And now I'm just going to keep layering until it feels right. So that's just how I go about it. I had this is kind of a foam texture, and it's raised, so I thought that this would be kind of cool to cover up where I tore the page right there and to just give me some texture on the page. So I'm going to put that there, and then I really liked this blue paper. I thought it looked good with the micro, the color of the leather. So I'm going to use this to write the playlist on, and I'm doing a fold out so I can put more songs, but still have it fold up into this small space. I remembered that I had this really cute lace washi tape. This is from Creatively Planned on Etsy, and I just thought it would be really cute to put it as trim. And that's kind of how this process goes for me. Right now I'm working on my desk. This is my desktop, and then behind me I have a china cabinet where I keep my craft supplies and my planners. And I just have it separated into drawers, and my mind will just think of something like as I start doing it. The hardest part is just getting started, and then once you're working with the paper and everything, you start to remember things that are in your stash that you could use. So I forgot all about this washi tape, but then as I was making this, I thought that would be so perfect right there. So I just attached it up under the text with regular Scotch tape, and I'm going to use tape for the other little foamy corner as well, right there. And I realized I could make it stand out more that it's a foldable piece by adding another trim to the top layer there. And then I remembered this card that I had from Sequins and Paper with this stylish looking lady on it, which I thought would be cute for this French playlist theme. So I just stapled it in there, and then I realized that the staples looked really ugly. So I started thinking, how can I cover those up in a cute way? And this is just how it goes with junk journaling. You make a mistake, but then you just learn how to roll with it. And I think that's what I like about it so much, because you don't have to be a perfectionist. You just have to get creative when you have a problem. So I decided to just tie this ribbon scrap that I had in my packet from MK Designs. She just puts random stuff in there and it ends up working out so good. So I used a clip to secure it, and then I went ahead and looked up some songs that I could add to my list here, and this is the finished product. So now on another day when I feel like doing this again, I can pick out another prompt from the cup and do the next page.